guys. Oh, shoot. Hi. I'm still trying to fix this mother of a thing. The only light I have to worry about is up there now. I figured it. Nope. There's still a light there. And still a light there. Oh my God. Okay. Lights are going off. I tried covering them. Makes me crazy, you all. I cannot figure out how to stop that ring lights from showing. I'm gonna have to get another picture, obviously. Hi, you guys, Australia, everywhere. How is everybody? Okay, hi, Veronica, there. Is this good? Okay, how is everybody? Oh my God, Dallas. Hi, Nola girl. Hi, Veronica. Yes, hi, Jenny. Oh my goodness. Okay, Muskoka. That is cottage country, y'all. I'm totally burnt from yesterday. Look, oh my God. Ottawa. Anyway, how is everybody? Yeah, my race was so fun, y'all. Super duper fun. It was exhausting, and I asked myself, why are you doing this? When I start, I'm like, you can do it. I kind of just go by myself, and I creep up there. And then I get in the car and I'm like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Don't do it if you don't want to. You don't have to do it. And then I'm like, nah, you're here. You could do it. And then I'm like, you don't have to sign up. You can just do it and see if you can beat anyone. And then I'm like, no, you want a medal. And then as I'm going up there, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're doing it again. And then I get a medal and then I take it back home. And yes, we are still here. And that's what I do. Literally felt like, oh my God, last stand of the sea. I wasn't even trying to look at that. That's my jean jacket. And poor Keithy got all tanned here. But so yeah, it was super fun. Super duper fun. Like way fun. Yeah, it was great fun. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 38. Oh, I'm sorry, Brooke. You'll be able to feel your dad. Your dad will be with the baby when the baby comes out. The baby will know your dad. Your dad will have crossed over to help the baby come through you. That's what will have happened. Yeah, that was super fun. I'm sorry about that, Brooke, for you. Yeah, don't be upset. Don't be upset. Try not to be upset you're pregnant, but I totally know. And you're back too, I bet. Well, I was wearing my jean jacket. I had the top open here. Yeah, well, I placed second. Second isn't winning, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it was so fun. It was really fun. And then I ran down under the chairlift, and one of my friends from 2021, acquaintances that I met on the race, he's like, Sloan, and I'm looking up. I can't hardly see because I'm underneath, and he's going on the chairlift. And then he said, you know, who it was, and we all had people die in 2020. And so he was from, I think he said he was from India. But anyway, I ran the race the first time with him and his friend. So anyway, yeah, it was super fun. It was fun. It's something, you know what? It's something that's like, yeah, right, second. Yeah, getting out of bed is some days, Michelle, totally. It was very fun though. I hate it while I'm doing it because I usually do, happy birthday, Ivy. I usually do that trail, but I do it in less mileage. So I take the shorter route. So this is like 3 miles up a road while you're racing. And so I don't run. I strategically move really fast up. But my God, it's annoying. Because then I'm like, oh, why are you doing this? And then I'm so tired. And I had a pulled hamstring too. So when I limped when I got out of the car. When I went to see Meadow, I limped. I limped out of the car. I was like, oh my God, I pulled my hamstring. So I am in good health, Peter. Yes, I am. I hate to say it, but it's true. People always glare at you. I'm like, well, I fucking don't do anything and I exercise. Yeah, it was pretty hot today too. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty fun. It's fun. Y'all should try it. Yeah, you should try it. Second is still, yeah, it's good. Oh God, just got tired. I finally got my top braces on my teeth today. Well, that sounds like fun. I got mine off and now they're going crooked again. So yeah, hopefully yours stay where they should be. Let's see, I limp every day. Oh my God, but no insurance. Oh honey, Jenna. Yeah, that happened to John. He had to wait till he was 69 to do his hip replacement. Yeah, if you don't have money, you don't count. Yes, I don't have a bath. Where I live, there's no bath. I just have a shower. So there you go. Sag boys, you'll never know where they are. You never know where a Sagittarius is. They could be anywhere. They're not going to tell you where they are, but they could be anywhere. Bought myself, oh my God, Ivy Astrology cheesecake. I'm coming over. No, I just did their ace. I can't. Excuse me. That would be super funny if I did that, but not funny. Anyway, it was really fun. And I do have to hit my chiropractor. And I went running this morning. So I have to stretch upward. I have to go like this. Yes, Virgo moons are the most psychic moons. They're very, very psychic. I used to work at Jimmy Buffett's restaurant. There was a water slide no one could use. I hate to ask what that means. Yeah, I wasn't a Jimmy Buffett fan. Hi, Carmen. Yeah, Carmen, I killed it for both of us. For pretty much all of us. Yeah, it was, I do love macaroni. I'm trying not to eat it. But my husband is a Sag. I know where he is. I'm a crazy cap. Yeah, I mean, with Sag kids, I never knew where Keithy was ever. Like, I was like, where is that kid? Yeah, I have no idea. I do have a lot of energy. I do have a lot of energy, y'all. A tremendous amount of energy. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just that person with a shit ton of energy. Came to this woman. Okay. I got it. The truth with the strikes. I don't know the truth. I'm assuming, you know, I don't know. I don't really pay, but I don't think it's her. Okay. I've got to look up Bobby's number here and text her from this phone. I have all these other phones because, you know, I don't know what to say. Anyway, I have these phones. Let's see if I have Bobby's number over here. Or I can text her because she's texting me. I do not have it. Not on this phone. Okay. Anyway, how are you all? Beep, beep. Okay, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Oh, my goodness. I love you more. I love you more. Okay, Capricorn moon. Yeah, Capricorn moon. Okay. Hi, you guys. Sages don't stay in one place. That's what I'm saying. I never knew. Just watch part 1 of your Kim Porter videos. Yeah, I have to sit down. You know what? I've got to just say it. I'm trying not to speak it because it's getting redundant and boring. I'm bored with myself right now. But, yeah, Bob Barker, you know, I don't know what to say. You're not very well? Wait, not very well. Uh-oh, I just missed that. So I'm getting super pissed off. Are Pisces? Yes, Pisces moons are, but I find Virgo even more psychic because they can use the information articulately. Yeah. Pisces moon tends to take it in a different, I know, Bob Barker. I don't know what to say about him. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Bob Barker. Recovering from a total knee and joint. Oh my God, Raquel, recover. My son won't let me see my grandson. Okay, motherfuckers. You know what? I hate to say this. Bob Barker is going for the hat trick. Sorry, that's not funny, but it is. Yeah, double Virgo, very psychic. Because there's practicality with it. Yeah, Bob Barker, I didn't really care for him. I didn't really care for any of them. Sloan, what does it mean if my dad died and today I see a dead bird in the front yard? I have no idea. I don't know that bird superstition. It usually comes before the person died, not after the person died. So I don't know. Why do people open their third eye? So they can see things psychically? That's why I'd love to hear from Shock G. Yes. Okay, Mom. I have to sit down. Here's my problem. I'm 10 charts behind. So if you ordered an astrology chart, I'm actually behind, but I'm doing them this week the best I can. Maybe not the ones that ordered this week, but I'm doing the people that are behind. So please don't be mad at me. I'm one person. I have an assistant. I haven't hired her yet because I have to get everything in order. Anyway, and my assistant will be Paigey. And so I'm trying to get it all done, you all, right away. Stress, a lot of stress, always a lot of stress. But so I do that, and then what does it mean for a bat in your house? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I had to give the doggy a quick bath. Yes, the irony of Burning Man. That's funny. I always think, yeah, Burning Man. I don't understand. Oh, Paige's baby's so cute. Thank you, April. I know. Oh, April, there's April. Yes, Bob Barker just continues to die and reincarnate and die and reincarnate because they think we're stupid. They actually think we're stupid. They think we're stupid. It's nothing. It's a bat in your house. Thank you. There you go. Okay, let's see. 1-3, the police say my mom. Oh, God, I missed that. Okay, so what the hell was I saying? I want to sit down and do the videos. I promise you I'm going to. I can't seem to get anything done till I deal with Keithy. So when I deal with Keithy, I think Doja Cat is completely possessed. Honestly, she's possessed. Yes, like Nelson Mandela, the Mandela effect. Anyway, so I had conversations with the police department, and I don't know what to say except that all day long, I mean, they call back. That's nice. They do that stuff. That's cool. But, you know, they just tell me that they took their best guess at how fast Keithy was going, and they write it on the report. And then they tell you that the case is closed, and then you have to get a lawyer in order to switch the information. And then they go, but we didn't write it on the report, the outside report. They just wrote it on the inside report. There's just fuckery games. It's fuckery games, LAPD, not all of you. But the traffic division is fuckery games, and I'll tell you why. Because they didn't find as many witnesses as Bobby found. So we did nothing but get witness after witness after witness. Oh my God, right? Oh yeah, circle talk. I can't stand it. Yeah, it's a round and a fucking round. So really they need to be taken down one by one, removed from their positions, and it needs to be totally eradicated. Because the police have police said to me he wants to be remembered, a man versus a boy. Well, I don't think he was my little boy, of course. But they need to be eradicated. They have too much power. I actually said to the detective who was in charge, because the other captain is away, whatever, I actually said to him, what if your wife were driving a car and actually had the same thing happen, like died and was doing 60 miles an hour and they rode 100 miles an hour, but you could prove it was 60. Is that acceptable for you? And he's like, well, no, I understand. And so you decide to come and write it. And this same cop that wrote that he talked to witness Ryan in person. He never did. I have Ryan on tape telling me, yes, of course, telling me that he didn't meet the cop in person. He called, and his mother would work for the police department, and she called. But they said they talked to him at the scene. He wasn't at the scene when they got there. He left before they got there. His words out of his fucking mouth. But hey, Sloan, you're a fucking idiot, so, you know, whatever. That's how it feels. I'm sure they're not all like that, but it's very disconcerting. It's so disconcerting. And I'm going to say this again. I'm going to fucking say this again. I have a problem, and I'm going to say this straight out loud. I have a problem with people and their verbiage and their semantics. I lived through a marriage with a man who, if you said you were going to be gone 3 hours and you were gone 2 hours and 45 minutes, he would say you were gone 3.5 hours. That shit pisses me off. State it accurately or say you don't know. Okay? Say you don't fucking know. But don't tell me, Tallulah, don't tell me it's 3 hours and a half when it was 2:45. Just to make it appear that I'm later than I said I would be. So on Keithy's toxicology report, oh, that shit drives me crazy, Nola girl. I will fucking beat your ass. I will beat your ass if you... And yesterday at the race, let me just say this. I wasn't the only one. I'm going to go back to the other topic. Some joker, hi Anthony from Toronto. Some jokered, the police said my mom was murdered. Is my mom okay? Oh my God, I'm sorry. She's going to be okay when she crosses over, yes, and they are showing everything. It's going to be you who's not okay till you figure it out. But yesterday at the race. So I crossed the finish line. It's an electric finish line. Like you have to cross, you have to run through the electric things because you have a magnet on your number. And then when you cross the finish line, the number shows and they take the metal thing, the magnet thing off the bottom of your bib, right? So I'm coming up to the finish line and it's straight up like this, 700 feet straight up, the last part of it. Like it's like you're drunk trying to get up there in the altitude. Anyway, so I cross over it and I see it. It says 208, right? And I cross it and she didn't take the thing. I had to sit down because I was so exhausted. And then I went up to her like about a minute later and I'm like, hey, you didn't take my medal thing, right? Yeah, Bella's my last name. Thank you. But so she goes, well, there's a kid. This fucker was sitting behind a tent with his feet up like this. So my time was off. This little girl I was talking to in my age group, but her time was off. So when I went down, I'm like, I think I was 208. And she's like, well, it's showing up at 209.27 or something. And I'm like, well, I'm still getting second place, but my time was 208. Anyway, they corrected it. And Robbins. Anyway, I'm just reading that. I didn't know what she said. But anyway, so they rounded it up. I'm like, in a race, in a fucking race, you're going to round my numbers up? And they rounded the other girl's numbers up. Anyway, hers went back down and mine went back down. And I was like, fuck, who rounds that? Like, what kind of fuckery? It wasn't the girl's fault. It was the guy that was supposed to rip the things off. He just decided to take a fucking break in the middle of a race. Like, you've got one job, buddy boy, is to like track the people crossing the finish line. Maybe you could fucking do that. No, this fucker couldn't. But anyway, so police officers. So the coroners, obviously, they sent me, thank you. They sent me Keithy's toxicology. And on the toxicology, it showed that he had the breakdown for certain drugs, okay? Like the metabolic breakdown, which means it hadn't been used on that day. It had been used 5 to 10 days before. And weed stays in there like we don't even know. He had a Delta 9 thing. And so it shows the breakdown. It says the metabolite. I can't say the word. I'm still stuttering over that. So the cops said to me the first week after Keith died, and they saw the coroner's report, and it took me 6 weeks to get it. They said to me, did you see that your son was on drugs? I said he wasn't on drugs at the time of the accident. So I went back in when I got the report and I said, he wasn't high. This is what this is. The metabolism, yeah, it breaks down. Like if you go to a party and you do whatever you do and 10 days, yes, but it's showing in the liver, meaning you're not actively under the influence of it, but it's not out of your body, which means if you drink alcohol, it lasts over a week. So if I have a drink of wine today and I die next week, it's still going through my body. That's how toxic all that shit is. Anyway, the cops so in the internal report, he fucking writes, blames Keith for his own death. And I said, how come this is this and you say that? So the cop today, whatever his name is, thank you, metabolites. Thank you. I can never say that. So the cop says, well, he wrote down what the coroner said. I said, no, do your fucking research. You're the cop. Get online and Google what that means. Because I did. And then I talked to the coroner. And then I recorded the conversation. And then I went to an independent doctor. And then I went to another LAPD unit. So I got 3 fucking opinions from doctors. You know what I'm saying? And so I have a huge fucking problem with those semantics because you're trying drugs. Yeah, different rates. Weed, 30 days. Thank you. I'm like, the coroner said to me, he was not high or under the influence on the day that he died. This is just what we have to do in LA. See, it gives them a way out. People, like I told my children, they didn't listen. You think you're smoking weed or taking a Xanax or fucking doing DMT, whatever the hell it is everybody does, right? You think that you're in charge? No, they will fucking use it against you to get out of investigating what happens. They will just toss it off. So it's on the dead person's name. Do you understand? So yes, unless it's medical. I took Delta tincture. Doctors failed the drug test. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So when you understand that, like most parents would say, you know, oh, my kid was on drugs and doing a stupid sober person. I get called that in my house. I get called stupid sober person in my house from my kids earlier on, way earlier on, one of my kids. Anyway, long story short, Stacy, my homicide detective friend, when she got the coroner's report right out the gate, right? Keith was sober. I don't need to prove it. It's on there. It says he's sober. The cop chose to look at it and write the opposite. That's what I'm saying. And when I say it needs to be corrected, and I have the evidence, as in I have the coroner and a separate medical doctor saying, this is what this means. They're telling me the case is closed. I'm like, and they wrote it on the internal report, not on the external report. Do you see how petty that is? Yeah, I don't need to prove it, but you understand what they do. So when you file a lawsuit and it's over here, but the lawyers tell me, he was just trying to, I know it's fucking, you know what? I wish it back on them. I wish it back on you, motherfuckers. But I said that to this detective had nothing to do with it. He was just filling in for someone else. I just said, if it happened to your wife or your kid, you would want it worded correctly. You would want to I don't care if my kid did weed, did whatever, drank whatever he did in his life. You're not going to shame me. On the day he died, that's not the case. Anyway, so Stacy, who works for LAPD, immediately told me and had the lab report run for me so that I could see what it meant. So she took it upon herself, knowing that I would freak out. It gives them a way out. It gives them a way out. I'm not done yet. I have to hire another lawyer and fucking get that amended. They think it doesn't matter. They think that if you did it over here, it means you did it over here. Do you like that? So let's say you went out and it was your birthday and you drank 4 margaritas and you die 5 days later and it's still metabolizing out of your body, but you're not drunk on the day. Do you fucking like them saying that? Oh my God, costing you. They're just chaos fucking cause. They're chaos. I can't even, but I will do it. I will yeah, no, you don't want that said. That's will keep you busy. Keep me busy forever. It's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. Of course it has to be corrected. And they said he was going 100 miles an hour. I have a video. I had somebody analyze the video. I had another LAPD unit analyze the video, and I had a separate party analyze the video. That's the kind of bitch I am. And it's fine. If my kid died, however he died, I can accept it. He's dead either way. I understand that, but you're not going to state it incorrectly. I have a real problem with that. He was not doing 100 miles an hour. And here's the kicker. And I quote, the witness said he was, yes, I know, it won't correct. It doesn't bring Keith back, but on his name, you will state it correctly. You don't get to tarnish somebody's name with your authority without stating it accurately. Unless you want me to fucking state that your wife's a whore and your kids aren't your kids and write that up on your wife's death certificate as why she died because someone beat her ass because she had an affair with her husband. I mean, what? Like, I can't even, yeah, it's all about accurate recording. I know, right? It is to me. It's like, fuck off with it. I wonder how, and we know this, we know in the Black community, pretty much everyone that they accuse of shit didn't do it. Some people did, but most of them didn't. It's a karmic problem with the police. It's a karmic problem with the authorities. And the authorities are problems when they write that. Now, they can think whatever they want, but here's the problem. Yes, it is. It does slander it, even though he's dead, and it'll never bring him back. That's not my point. My point is you will state it correctly and you will speak correctly. That's my fucking point. That is my point. And you're not going to, but look at how many people in society. Look at the people that they accuse of shit that spend 20, 30 years in jail, okay? 20, 30 years in jail. And then it's like, well, he was innocent. Why did you put him in jail? Why did you put him in jail for 30 fucking years? I mean, and I know on the other side they know, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words, but I don't think I'm wrong. Oh my God, that's why I left Toronto too. Oh my God, Anthony, Toronto, most satanic city on planet Earth, full of fucking fuckery like New England, huh? I hated it. I hated it because of that. Just the lies and the posturing and the bullshit and the garbage. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I literally... Toronto police, yeah, Carmen, you know too. Yes, they're fucking crazy. They're on a little power trip. Yeah, I know. I have to do it. But here's the thing: if you have a witness to a motorcycle accident who says they're an eyewitness, even though I hate this eyewitness, but he says he's a fucking eyewitness and he was there, and he says that your son, and he's a motorcycle rider, and he puts in the report that your son was going 45 to 50 miles an hour. Then as the officer and you come to the accident, where do you get off saying 100 miles an hour? And then I asked that question. I asked that fucking question. And you know what they said? Well, he saw the damage to the bike. And again, and I'm going to say this again, the bike hit a mailbox that was cemented into the ground, that projectiled him into the air. It was on a hill. He went off the road, up the hill, hit the mailbox that was cemented with metal. It was metal. It went through his body, which means he was dead on the bike, and then he projected into the air. That's why the bike was damaged, because his hands were on it when he hit it, and it went up like this. That's what happened. I can't say it enough. I feel like I want to just punch someone in the face. But anyway, so... No, and Dan, let me just say, he only came from the stoplight prior. So it was less, he left the stoplight, came to the half street, and 4 houses later, because a car turned in front of him and one turned out, ended up trying to avoid it and went off and into a mailbox. So, but see, I have a problem. I just don't like it being incorrectly. I will get to your natal chart. I swear to God, I'm doing it. Yes, the mailbox guy very clearly can be heard saying, a lot of people crash into my mailbox. So that's why I did that. And then the cop says, do you want to write a report to the insurance for your broken mailbox? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you the fuck kidding me? It's cemented into the ground. It's not supposed to... Everybody knows about his wife. I'm just making that up. But it's like, yes, it was cemented. So it's supposed to be a breakaway, y'all. When you hit a mailbox, it's supposed to break away, right? I go on rants about this all the time. Yeah, this is just... It's so annoying. It's so annoying to me. Where was this? Encino? No, it was Chatsworth, honey. It was Chatsworth and Valley Traffic. I have a real problem with them. They work on taxpayers' money. They did call me back, and they have stupidity. They get sued all the time. They're on power trips. They talk to you like you're a fucking idiot. They talk to you like, okay, at first they're nice, but then they talk to you like you're fucking stupid. You're in denial. I'm not stupid. I'm not in denial. And here's what I found interesting. You want to know, oh my God. Okay, so I've looked through, yes, Nikki, you know we're going down that road, but it's really hard to find another lawyer. Do you know how many lawyers I've been through? Anyway, so I looked through about 100 files of LAPD, like body cams and records that we subpoenaed. Because I'm looking for the particular car I'm looking for in my head. Oh yeah, they think you're just a fucking loser, right? And they think your son's just a radical doing 100 miles an hour down the street, fucking high on, weed. Not the case. He wouldn't have been arrested for a DUI. That, DUI means under the influence of anything, and that wouldn't have happened. Now I'm going to start choking because it's going to make me crazy. But here's the funny part, and I'm going to stop talking about this. So I'm looking through the video cameras, and I'm seeing the paramedics. Okay, so I'm seeing that because somebody's filming as the police come up. So I have a call log. So it's about 15 minutes after Keith died, right? And so I'm seeing, it's not funny. I'm seeing the police. I posted on my Facebook, okay? I posted on my Facebook looking for a blonde woman and a brunette man. They are all over the fucking accident scene, okay? They are all over. Okay, your text. Where there are more of them, or is this right? Okay. Anyway, so I'm looking. I have no idea who just texted me that. So anyway, yes, the photographer, there's the blonde woman. She's all the fuck over everywhere. I mean, the cops are telling her to move. In one of the videos, she says, I'm praying, but she's not near Keith. She could very well be praying. I'm not going to discredit that. So the cop goes, okay, can you go over there? They would not let me near my son. Now, maybe that's their protocol, but I'm not a baby. If I can watch my kid be born, I can watch his body on the ground die. And I could have been over there talking to him, even though he was dead, because that's the shit. That's the shit a mother wants to do. Jason wanted to do that as well. That's the shit we do. Jason and I have both seen the coroner's reports. John can't handle shit like that. That's John. But Jason and we have the same, I drive slow on cannabis. See there. Jason and I, we have the files. I saw my son's body. I saw what was broken with it. I saw the leg disconnected. I saw his stomach. Okay? I can see that. They could have put the cloth over him and I could have sat with him and spoken to him as he was crossing out. They would not let me. And I'm on video running for my son and they're stopping me. Jason's on video running for them and they're stopping him. And then I'm sobbing and then I just shut down and I go nuts, right? I start cussing everybody out. So I cuss Jason out. I cuss his dad out. I'm talking to the cops. I'm like, so he just killed himself like that? Like I'm sarcastic and I go bananas, right? Because I can't get near him. So I'm just standing on the side of the road for 4 fucking hours. Meanwhile, blonde lady and brunette man, okay, they're walking all over. They're crossing the street. Brunette man comes from across the street. She comes from this way. They're all around George. George is handing his license because it's body cam. You can see. George is giving them the license like they're asking him for his information, right? And he's telling them his mom gets there, his aunts get there. They're taking Keith's car home so that we won't have to do it, okay? And all of that, right? And this lady's peeking over George's shoulder, looking at his fucking information, and then she's all over. And when she hears that we're coming, or the mom's coming, I don't know how they said it, and when they hear that, then they're out of there. Who are these fucking people? Not one, from what I can tell. Now, maybe somebody did ask their names, and I don't have that information. Not one of these police officers asked for her information. Me, they wouldn't let me in. And the cop that told me my son was doing 130 in a wheelie, he was not. He didn't know how to do a wheelie. He's not a fucking idiot. Okay? He's not an idiot. And he was coming from 1 block away. He was not doing that. Okay? That's just not what he was doing. The witness, it's so annoying. Anyway, he said to me, well, I'm going to see if I can get permission to let you see the body. And he said, your son is property of LA. But he let a random woman over here for an hour walk around my child. I just saw that video, so I'm hostile right now. But anyway, just so you know, you should have a right to see your child. The shit that they say is so unbelievable. You should have a right to see your child. And it's not up for the police to decide whether you can handle it or not. Because he's my son. I can fucking handle it. He's my son. I saw him. I saw what his body looked like. I saw him on the ground. I know. His leg was not where it should be. I saw that, okay? At least his little face was all cute. I even saw his little contact down on his eye. It was really cute. You would have to see, me, exactly. You would have to see, was the blonde lady? No. She's not a detective. No. Mm-mm. She's a rando who pulled over to pray, according to one sentence I heard. but they're looking on the ground for shit. I don't know what's going on, but she must have seen something because she was there. So that's why I'm looking for her. I want to find out what she saw. That is the most annoying thing, to be talked to by a police officer that tells you you can't go and sit with your son. I would have sat right there on the cement where he died with him. And yes, I know he's not there. I'm not stupid. I'm not in denial. I'm not that person. So would Jason. Jason and I did the same thing. There you go with your sister. It's disgusting. I don't know if she's Mexican. There were Hispanic people around. She kind of looks Russian to me. I posted it on Facebook and on Keith's page. I can't tell what she is though. She has like my color hair, but it's just longer. And then the man she looks with looks like he could be Hispanic. He could be Italian. He could be something else. Yes, no, I'm trying, Peter, to clarify. Polish, yes, I'm trying, but they let her. No one stopped her. Who the fuck was she? Sorry, who was she? And yeah, anyway, the heavy-set lady appears. Hold on. Wait, left. Yeah, she could be. Thank you. She could be left-handed. We're asking people to help us. But anyway, it was very strange that an officer would have to give me permission to see my dead son's body. He's my son. He's not the property of LA just because he crashed on the fucking street. I'm not a fucking weirdo, okay? I'm not a fucking weirdo. I can see my son's body dead. I saw him born, so I can see him dead. I don't need you to tell me what I can handle. Very offensive. It could be their protocol, but if that's their protocol, George wasn't hanging around like that. George was off respectfully. This lady was walking all around Keith's body. I'm just curious who she was. Who was she? Yeah, who was she? I'm quite prepared. I've seen other people's autopsy pictures too. So I saw Keith's. Whatever. Jason can handle it. I can handle it. I didn't need the police telling me that. So, what does John look like? What does John look like? People say he looks like Larry David. He used to walk in. He used to look like Clint Eastwood, and now he looks like Larry David. That's what they say. So, yeah. I wanted to sit with my son. I wanted to sit with my child on the ground until they took him away. Not in the mess of him, but sit with him. Because if you can do it in a hospital room and you can do that, why can I not do it on the street? Or what? It's special. I'm not allowed, but that lady was. So, nope, an ambulance, what? Wait, maybe she was an ambulance chaser type. She could have been that, yes. He's worldly looking. You're funny. So, yeah, I know. I'm just looking for her because she might have seen something. Sometimes you don't know what you see. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very strange. Anyway, we've done the scanning, but it's so weird. We're just looking. Sometimes I'm able to pick his energy up, and he does come through at times, but it's difficult. Anyway, that was my whole story on that. That's my story on that. People, I did fall in love with handsome. I fell in love with Clint Eastwood or Sean Penn, John, because there's a time where he looked like Sean Penn and Clint Eastwood. Yeah. There was that. Much taller, 6'2", much taller. Johnny's taller. So, Sean Penn's short. Clint Eastwood's tall. Clint Eastwood's like 6'3". So John's like in that level. I have no idea. I think the police thought that somebody got her name, and she told, now listen to this. I'm not disputing this, but she told one of the officers, God told me to keep standing here. Really? That's nice and all, but who are you? That's fantastic, but what is your name? John's very smart. Yes, he is. Peter is in love with John. That's okay, Anthony. That's fine. She's carrying a phone. Wonder if I know she did something. I can see her all over the videos. That's what she said. She said, I sat with myself. Yes. I wanted to sit with Keith. It's not their fucking business. I should have fucking called the lawyer right then and said, get the flying fuck. But really they resort I understand they don't want anyone to touch the body. I get that. I agree with you, Carmen. I agree with you 100%. So, minor functional therapist, 4-year swallow. It'll help your teeth stay in. Yes, thank you. I know I need my teeth are just going crazy. Yeah, it's weird how they do it, but I do think the entire system, there are some very good police. I know this. I've met some in my life. John had a best friend named Terry, homicide detective, excellent. Stacy, homicide detective, excellent. And there are some decent detectives along the way, but for the most part, the whole system needs to be refurbished, I think. I think it does. Anyway, that's my story. I don't know who she was. We can't find her name. That's why I'm thinking she maybe saw something and maybe doesn't realize it. You know, so I'm thinking that. I'm thinking she's everywhere on the scene. It's like she's all around my doodleberry. So she might have been from the rehab house. She's acting like she has a boundary issue. I don't know. Maybe she was praying all over the place. It's very strange. And she kept saying, it was. I know. They wouldn't let us near. And for 4 hours, me, Carol, Arlene, and Jason and Kenna stood across the street and had to watch Keith until they let Jason and I, she was probably a scam artist, that's what I think, until they let Jason and I see the body on the stretcher, which I could see his face. I mean, I looked at his face and then I was able to see it, and I can see the pictures now, but John's not able to see him. You know, my ex-husband Lucifer looked like Carol, you're hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, so how you see her anymore? I don't. Yeah, she might not. She might have changed her looks. It's a very good point. I have no idea, but I just wish she'd step forward and just tell me I didn't see anything. I did see something, because if she saw, she might, you know, have seen something. Since she's right there before the police get there and when the paramedics are there. So, yeah, I am on there. Yeah, it's weird. It's 3 years later, but that's how I am. I don't kind of let go of things like that. It's very strange. It's just a strange thing. Found my brother and the police let me be with my brother. See? These fucking cops wouldn't let me near. There you go, Anna. I'm glad you were able to be with your brother. It was very fucking offensive to me. It was very offensive to me. I wanted to sit with my boy and talk to him. I realize he's dead. I realize he can't hear me, but while he's crossing over, no, she didn't interact with me. I have no idea. She left before I got there. And you can hear her telling the police officer, his father is 80 and his mother is a tall blonde. So somehow she knew who we were, and she didn't hear it from George or his mother because they never said that. I got the tapes. So what happened? How did she know who I was or what I looked like? I don't know how she knew who I was. And she said John was 80. I would like to correct that fact. At the time, he was 73 and I was 53. I showed John, and John's like, why the fuck is she saying I'm 80? He's not 80 yet. Yeah, that's what she said. And she's telling a policeman on her way out of the scene, leaving. So yeah, but still, I just need to ask her. She seemed to know a lot about us, so I'm a stalker. Exactly. I'm hoping maybe she got some information. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping she could say, I saw this, or because she seemed to have a lot of information and was able to recite a lot about who we were. So, yeah, it's really funny watching these body tapes. You're like, what the fuck? And even looking at myself, I'm like, if somebody were to judge me at that time, they would think I was pretty insane. So yeah, it's pretty funny because I literally went bananas, and then I shut off and I started blaming John, got mad at Jason, you know, like you could see it. I said crazy shit and then locked myself in my car. So, yeah, I wondered if she threw a spell. I wonder, you know, is that like, yeah, no, I wondered, Teresa, something like that. But see, that's not in the mainstream, so you can't really go around saying that. Nefarious, she seems nefarious. Yeah, psychics and yes, you know what? I will do that, Ruth. Yeah, it was funny. It was ironic or whatever. Yeah, let's see, hair, or is that, wait, she had her hair up in a ponytail, and she's kind of a heavy set woman. She mentioned that her son went to the showroom to buy a bike, or was going to, no, sorry. She mentioned that Keith came from the showroom. I don't know what she's talking about there, because Keith came from the bike shop, not the showroom. But then she mentioned that her son was going to buy a bike. So I thought maybe her son knew Keith or something. I don't know. I thought something like that. And I would just like to know if you saw anything. The white van, we can't find that. It's just weird. It's a, you know what it is? It's 35 other things going on, which is really hard to decipher. Anyway, yes, Ruth, it's tomfoolery. Good word. I knew she knew a lot. Yes, allowed to stand there. Well, the only reason it's suspicious is I was blocked from seeing my child, and the other officers, when they got there, to be really fair, they were trying to figure out if it was a hit and run. I can hear them talking, and they're looking to see all the positions of everything. You know what I mean? So they probably thought someone else talked to her. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Sloan, I'm imagining you're short for years watching. I'm 5'6". I'm average. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6" and I weigh 130 pounds. And I have blonde hair. So I'm not tall. I wouldn't describe me as tall. I have taller friends. Like Deanna's taller than me. Bobby's taller than me. So I'm average. You know. Oh, yeah, you're 5'1" and all packaged, all cute. 5'1" and cute as hell. That's what we is. She's 5'1" and perky and packed. Yeah, so it's very strange. But anyway, I'm taller than Tom Cruise. Carmen, you're 5'3". Yeah. So it's pretty, there you go. Mindy, you're 5'6". Yeah, I'm 5'6". We is packing. We's packing. Annie's 5'2". I mean, these are all average. I think the average American woman is like 5'3". Something like this. She's a witness. I just want to understand 5'3" and 1/4. Excellent. I do that shit too. I'm literally 5'6". I always thought I was short though, because everybody in my family, Keithy was 6'4", Jason 6'3", Johnny's 6'2". So, you know, I'm always like trying to reach up there and get stuff, and I climb on ladders. And so there's a lot of tall men around me. 6'9". I love that. 6'9". 5'11". Love that too. Packing on the pounds. Carmen. You're not packing on the pounds, Carmen. Just say no to the cake. That's what I have to do. 5'5". See, we're right in there. 5'6". There you go. I never understood the half thing. Yeah. Well, the half thing is because you're trying to just reach up there a little bit taller. Less physical means more spiritual. Yes, exactly. I'm 5'9". I love that. 5'9". I love it. I love 5'9". Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see if she's a witness. Step stool. I have step stools. And my friend put up one of my cameras. Like I have like 6 cameras around the house. And Johnny, my friend that helps me put in my floor and all of that. There you go. 5'5". Excellent. So Johnny, he put up a camera. Like I have a bunch of cameras. One of them he put up so high, and I have like a 5-foot ladder, stool ladder thing, and I still can't reach it on the roof. And he's like, yeah, you just need to get an 8-foot ladder. I'm like, Johnny, why don't you put it where I can change the battery? Anyway, I say no to cake, but yeah, I know. I have to say no to everything. Everything I have to say no to. Wait, 4 foot something, 5 foot, 436. These are all like normal weights. Like you don't have to be tiny, tiny. Kenna just had a baby and we're the same size, and she weighs the same as me, and she's upset about it. She looks stunningly gorgeous. She just had a baby. 2 months ago, Baby Meadow came out, and she's so beautiful and breastfeeding, and she doesn't think she is. That's what our society does to young mothers. It's so ridiculous. She looks so lovely after Baby Meadow came out. So lovely. Baby Meadow, so well taken care of. Kenna looks like she didn't have a baby. Like if you saw her on the street, she doesn't look like she had a baby, right? She doesn't look like that. And so, and she passed one of the parents. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say to that. Anyway, that's Kenna. So she thinks she needs to get in better shape. And I'm like, you don't even look like you had a baby. Nobody would know you had a baby. The only reason they would know you had a baby is because Meadow is with you. That's it. So how does she know all of this? How does who know all of what? What is it? I have the police video cams, if that's what you're asking. I have the police tapes. So we saw, Kenna looks just beautiful. Oh, she's so pretty. I know she is a god. She's so pretty. Yeah, Kenna's stunning. Little baby Meadow's stunning, and Jason is stunning, and beautiful Lila's stunning. Stunning. Lila's fun. She's gonna come visit me in the Bears. I text Lila every day, and I'm like, the Bears miss you. She laughs. I'm like, yeah. Oh my God. It took me 3 years after Jason, and it took me like a year after Keith. I'm not gonna lie. I went on Fen, dropped 50 pounds in a month, then had saggy skin. I don't advise it. Yes. Oh, you look like you had one. No, you just have a normal body. I know the Bears, that's what I said to Lila. I said, the Bears miss you so much, Rascal. Come visit. And she always says, ha 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 ha. I'm like, no, they do miss you. Oh, Meadow's so cute. What a beautiful child. Oh my God. Well, no, putting down an animal on a full moon is actually really interesting because it's ending a cycle. So that would be ending a cycle, right? Yeah, so that would be that. Just take mega carotene and walk. L-carotene, L-carotene, the the L-carnitine. Jesus, what am I trying to say? Yeah, that L-carnitine. That's what I'm trying to say. I took phentermine in 96. Oh my God, I could have heart disease from it too. Yeah, I took it. Keith was born in 95. And at 8 months old, I threw him off the boob and I took the fen because I just couldn't weigh 185. I just couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't. So I had a nervous breakdown. My daughter's name is Dahlia. That's beautiful. I have a friend named Dahlia. Beautiful. Dahlia. Sorry. Same, but beautiful. Bulking up to have a baby. Yep. 175. It's very hard. It's weird, okay, when you think about it, because in some burns fats you can lose, yes, weight sitting on the couch. That's what I need. It's really weird. It's so weird that our culture, and it's very sad that our culture, 5 miles a day and 5 pounds, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's so weird that our culture has such a hatred towards heavy women and that it's considered worse than death. That women will take, I watched this girl. Did any of you girls watch the girl? Her name's Mindy. 140 labs and 4 months later. It was 170. So good. That's so good. It's hard to lose baby weight. It takes about a year metabolically to get your weight back down. Does anybody watch that girl on TikTok? Her name's Mindy and she's Scorpio. She calls Scorpio something. I gained 85 pounds. My daughter was 6.5. It happens, Tracy. My kids were 9 and I gained 97 pounds. I was a fucking beast that blew my feet out. I'm sure Ozempic is bad. No matter what you do to your body, unless you lose weight naturally, your body will rebel. It'll go right back. So if you don't eat for 10 years, then you're going to spend 10 years gaining that weight back. You've got to learn to be consistent. You've got to learn to be consistent with whatever you do with your body. Yeah, but people are ready to do anything. Yeah, no, I'm saying I was one of those people. I was literally suicidal being 185 pounds. I see your message. I see your message here right now. Yeah, eat more and be more active. And let me tell you something. I run Orangeville. There you go, Christy in Orangeville. Oh my God, you bring back my childhood memories when you say Orangeville. What is fen for? Well, it's basically speed or math. It was for dieting. And I had a really crazy high doctor. This is a true story. He was an Asian doctor back in the day, and I can't even remember his name. My mother-in-law went to him. So he was on her insurance or whatever. She was referred to him through the insurance. So I go to him, and he had a nurse. I'm not going to say her name. He had a nurse working for him. And after Jimmy died, we wanted Johnny to feel better. So we went through the doctor's medical books, wrote our own prescriptions. You heard me correctly. That was in 96, so I'm not going to get sued. It's way out of statute. Wrote a statute of limitations. My drug of choice is exactly that. Yes, the valve leak, exactly. We wrote our own prescriptions. And we gave them, and we went and did that's how I medicated Johnny back then. I did. You can't stand Mindy. Oh, wait. Let's see if it's the same one. I can't stand Mindy. The same one you mean. You can't stand her? I find her funny just in the aspect that she said she started taking meth to lose weight. That's what she said. Breastfeeding helps. I did breastfeeding with Jason for 2 years plus and was still like 145. So 15 pounds overweight. Yeah, we wrote our own prescriptions. Yes, I was that person. It is illegal, Peter. I'm admitting it. That's the shit I did. I'm not, the illegal says who? I know. I need my microphone. I did write my own prescriptions. I really did. And yes, I know it was illegal. Well, I had her. She worked in the office. I didn't just go in there and do it. Meth messes people faces. You can tell. Absolutely. I literally did that. So, but it was, we figured we figured we'd help John. Anyway, I would go to the doctor that owned that practice, and I would walk in there. Let's see, I weighed 300 pounds by the age of 20, and now I weigh, good for you. Good for you, Crystal. That is so fucking hard. I lost weight the proper way with Jason. After Keith, I was like, I cannot. You survived self-prescribed medicine. Yeah, I took the fen-phen, but when I read the breakdown of fen-phen and realized how close it was to meth or speed, which it is speed, I never took the Pondamin. The reason people got the heart problems, and I figured this out first, but it's because I wrote my own prescriptions, okay? So yeah. Anyway, and he would check my weight and check my heart rate. But he was high as a kite himself. Let's not, let's see. Oh, the fat-free trips that caused. Oh yeah, those. Ew. Right? Do you remember those? So when you took fen-phen, there was the fen-phen and the Pondamin. That was the same thing, right? Oh, that's so good, Nola girl. Metalife, that Metabolife, that's so good. So I took the fen-phen, not the Pondamin. The Pondamin, no, I went in and wrote on the prescription pad. My friend was a nurse in the office. The doctor was always medicating himself and disappeared, so she would call me in after he left. Yes, I did. And I don't care because they regulate all this shit and make it for special people when, let's see, 70 diet doctors and black beauties. Yes, well, black beauties are okay, Dave. I love the black beauties. See, we're all speed freaks, basically. Anyway, the doctor was addicted. Oh, yeah, doctors take their own medicine. Come on now. They do. I could tell you stories. Anyway, on the prescription, on the fen-phen, the Pondamin was so you could sleep because it's speed, right? It's speed. So all of these moms and, ladies at lunch who want to get underweight or whatever, weigh 110 pounds. I just wanted to I wanted to get down from 185 in the 80s and quit, never did again. Good for you. Yeah, I did the heroin for a couple of months when I was a teenager in the strip clubs, very briefly. And I would go right out of body on it. So it's not something I wanted to do. So whoever was in my vicinity, I probably would, get into trouble with them. So no. Stop eating 2 hours before bed. Yes, absolutely. Well, the Pondamin was supposed to slow you down. I did not want to be slowed down because I want to get everything done. So I never took it. But that's what caused the heart valve problem. Because that's speedballing, y'all. Speedballing. In Mexico, you can get, yes, without prescriptions. Yes. Yes, being sober is great. I was like 14, 15, and 16 when I did this because I was in the strip clubs. That's no excuse. And I didn't shoot it. I smoked it. But don't do that. It's bad. So it didn't matter. I mean, I did pot once. Yeah, pot made me psychotic. Pot's about the worst drug I did in that my reaction to marijuana was psychotic. So, yeah, not eating at bedtime. Pot is, I think pot it give me anxiety. Oh my God, I can't. Cocaine ruined my boyfriend's heart. Yeah, cocaine, let's see, when I was 10, my doctor told me I had to stop. You know what? Juice boxes is unnecessary sugar. Okay. Yeah, I did the drugs when I was in the strip clubs. I did. But I would be on and off. And then I'm telling you the truth, when I hit 20 and I looked at my ass in the mirror because I'm a Leo, we do that. And I was in the strip clubs and you're making money on your body. And I thought, you really can't drink or do anything anymore because it's just going to make you look ugly. So that's what stopped it from me. Yeah, exactly. That's what did it for me. Just want sugar a lot. You're going to want 9 months sober. So great. And I loved 8 balls. You're hilarious. Yeah, one's like, I just want sugar. The other one's like, I want 8 balls. I loved 8 balls. Yeah, well, I mean, there's certain things that are good. I ate gummies and was schizo for 2. I don't even do the gummies. There's nothing you could make me take. I wouldn't. There's no way. What monster? Yeah, exactly. I would never do that. Yeah, drugs destroy everything. But when I realized that they ruin your looks, that is why I quit. That is why I quit. I'm like, I know I'm going to live, and I do not want to look at myself and hate the way I look. That's more of a problem. Yeah, it is great. Yeah, no, I'm saying I can't handle weed. I just can't handle it. Like my brain goes cracker box on weeds. So I did it at 15, and I was hiding in a closet, and I'm like, no. Yeah, cocaine is so evil. Here's what cocaine does that they don't talk about. And I know this because, yeah, I'm detoxing from smoking. Thank you, Peter. You're detoxing from smoking weed. Detox. Speedballs are evil. Yes, I was on Klonopin too. I call it Klonopin. That's a fucking wicked drug. I took that for my anxiety probably after I took the fen-phen, but it was after Jimmy died and I could not get out of bed. And they had me on so much Klonopin that I slept. And it's just horrible. When I detoxed myself, I could hear in triplicate, which gave me anxiety and panic. So here's how I detoxed off that. I think my kids were little. Keithy might have been like 5, so Jason would have been around 8. And all I did was sleep. I mean, those kids never, yeah, I took it. It's terrible to get off of. Oh my God. I slept through my kids' childhood. I mean, Jason took care of Keith, like when they were little, because yeah, it was terrible. But how I did it is I don't know if Miley's a man. What I did is, and they kept prescribing it to me, and it's like, fuck. Anyway, I cut it in half and did that for 4 months, cut that in half and did that. But anytime I felt a panic attack, I was completely fucked up. And actually, I almost died. I'm not going to lie about this. Keith was probably 10 months old. No, sorry. He was older than 10. Was he 10 months? Little bit younger. And after I had Keith, I did have a couple of drinks. Like, that sounds really weird. I craved alcohol through the whole pregnancy. So after I stopped breastfeeding with Keith, I would drink wine. I drank wine for like a month. But we were in this Mexican restaurant after we got off of a plane on our way to Canada. And this is no joke. This is no joke. I got on the plane and I think I was taking the fen-phen. And then I took something for anxiety to fly and forgot that I took the fen-phen. When we got into Seattle, I think we drove from Seattle because I was going to see Aunt Betty. I had a margarita, okay? A half, like not even maybe. Forgot I was on those medicines, got a stomach ache, went to the bathroom, and of course, John in his normal style told little baby Jason to go in the bathroom and get his mother. So Jason went in and got me, and I was face first on the floor. I'd passed out in the bathroom. For 3 hours, we drove, and I was out cold. It's lucky I didn't fucking die, because that's a bad mixture. Like, I'm seriously lucky I didn't die. Passed right out. And that was the end of it. And for 1 month after, oh my God, 1 month after I stopped, yeah, well, I mean, Jason did. Jason came and got me. Did you eat the worm? I don't eat worms, but yeah, I could have been dead. But I don't drink since then, really. And it was one month after I stopped breastfeeding, I craved alcohol with Keith. And that was really irresponsible. I had children, and it was terrible. Don't ever do that. If you think alcohol doesn't magnify, it's crazy. And it was just a margarita in the restaurant. It probably didn't have much in it. because John could have 2 or 3 and, you know, whatever. And it was very fucking strange. That was the end of it for me. That was the end of it. And I did drink as a teenager, but not all the time. So I would stop for months and then drink. It would depend. And then, no, it wasn't my time to croak. It wasn't. But that was a very much a wake-up call. And then I never drank again after that. I was like, I don't need to drink. So I couldn't do the worm. I couldn't do the worm. Like, I will never do the worm. If there is a worm to eat or drink, I'm not doing it. I'm not even happy about gummy worms at this point. Gummy, or I can't do gummies. Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't do it. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh my God. And I had forgotten I took the fen-phen. I finally figured it out years later. Oh, Bobby, I was trying to text you back. I thought I might have your number on this phone, but I didn't. So I was looking at what you were texting me. Yeah. So yeah, the drinking was just unbelievable. But the Klonopin, that is not a good thing to take. It's just, you know, is fen-phen. Yeah, the fen-phen, I think it's illegal now. Yeah, but you do lose weight on it. It's going to be like the Ozempic. Anytime they do stuff like that to lose weight, it goes against your body. Cats had Leo. Yeah, exactly. It goes against your body. Also, think about it. Think about like steroids. Like somebody, I don't know if you ever remember, like Lyle Alzado. Do you ever remember him? Way back in the day, and he died from like brain cancer. Do you remember that? But it was from all the steroids to get bigger and bigger. Any kind of stimulant you do on the body overtaxes your body. Was he the Hulk? Yeah, the steroids. Was he the Hulk? Football player. I can't even remember what he did. But so he overtax the body. So when you even take steroids, it's stimulating you. So your heart's going boom, 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 boom. So this stuff's all bad. It's all bad. The post office said they lost my receipt. Concern. Wait, what? Hold on. Who said this? What did you send me? Hold on. What did you send me, love? Oh my God. Yes. I did get, were you talking about the sunflower hats with the beautiful sunflowers on them? I did. I mentioned it when I got them. Is that what you're talking about? Please tell me that's coming from you, because I thanked you and then forgot to find, I didn't put the paperwork with who sent it. I got them. They're lovely. Look at my hair. Oh my God. I got them. They're football Lyle Alzado. Yeah. He got brain cancer, but I'm pretty sure it's from the amount of steroids he took. You remember him? Oh, way back. He must have died in the late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember. Yeah, it drains the adrenal glands. You remember? And yes, and then that's what I was talking about with the cocaine. When you do cocaine, and they never fucking mention this. This is giving me a headache. Oof. Okay, when you do cocaine, here's another problem with the cocaine. Yes, you will lose weight. Yes, you will do all of those things. Oh yeah, I love the little crocheted hat. And somebody sent me the most beautiful, and of course I don't have it right here. Bobby, you're lucky you're allergic to it. The most beautiful pistachio opal, and it's in a heart shape, and I put it on my selenite out in the living room. It is so beautiful. I thank you for that. You heard me say that I couldn't find it, and you sent it to me, and it's so lovely. So lovely. Everything everybody sends me is so lovely. Okay, back to the cocaine. So here's the, let's see, I can't even drink energy drinks. Oh, energy drinks cause cancer too. I had a friend die of that. Look at this. This is just crazy. Ouch. I just got a headache right there. I'm like, oh my God. When you do cocaine, it depletes the happiness in your brain. So I just forgot the word. Let's see. He died in 93 at 43. Yes. It depletes the dopamine in your brain, and you can never recoup that. It literally drains the dopamine out of your brain. So why would you do a drug that makes you happy and active and then takes away your ability to be happy and active for the rest of your life? Think about that for a second. Think about that. Think about it, y'all. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And they don't tell you that. I did coke once. I did cocaine once in my life. And I was 21 and I did not like it, but I'm way hyper. So there's that. I really only did it once. It wasn't something I wanted to do. And I could never get used to the idea. I can never get used to the idea that people put shit up their nose that's so close to their brain and then think that it's not going to rot their brain. Can't think of it. Yeah, Ozempic is running rampant. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I have a large opal. Oh my God, so gorgeous, the opals. Yeah, I don't know. Why do people smoke? That I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, my ex did coke. Yeah, Bobby, you and I talked about that. The cocaine shit runs in my family. And they're nuts. They get all wound up on the cocaine. They get paranoid. They get nuts. The black helicopter conspiracies come from the cocaine addicts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Smoking, another lie that they tell people. It's horrible what they do. It's terrible what they do in society. It's just craziness. Yes, cancer. Yeah, exactly. Nothing good comes. No, nothing good comes. Mormons have healthy diets. My sister and her daughter are doing. I don't think Ozempic's good. I know smoking in Europe is a lot stronger than it is here. Let's see. It always made me want to brush my teeth. Cocaine just seems nasty, dirty. It seems like yeah, Black Hell came right from Goodfellas, and he was right. Yeah, I know, Michelle. There is the black helicopters for sure. Yeah, it does. It eats right through the tissue. I had a friend that had to have her sinuses lifted from doing cocaine. It's a really bad drug to do. It is such a bad drug. And now they just put anything in it. It's just terrible. Europeans have way better food than we do. Way better food. Cigarettes are disgusting. Exactly. Everything is disgusting. Let's see. Diamonds are being are boring compared to. Oh my God, opals are spectacular. I have my opals here. I love them. My opals. I smashed these earrings here. Oh my God. So I'm not touching them anymore. Yeah, I knew my mom who made a kick lid. Wait, for the ashtray. What I used to do when I was a teenager so I wouldn't eat junk? When people around me were smoking, I put the cigarettes in the food. Then I would never eat the cake. That's what I would do. Otherwise, if I threw the cake out, I would actually go back and get it. That's how weird I was. So, yeah, just delusions. Oh, synthetic marijuana. You know what that is? Crazy Cat Lady Joe. You know what that synthetic marijuana is? That's that bath salt shit. And why the fuck are you people? Go get real weed. Like, don't buy that shit. That's all chemical. And it's like a potpourri. They sell it in the head shops down here. But it's what they call bath salts. And it's those people that are like zombies. You do not want to smoke that. I do not know what's in that, but don't smoke that shit. It's horrible. I would love to grow a garden. The bears and the deer would eat my garden. I have a cat staring at me right here, y'all. You want to see her? I have a messy table and a cat. Hold on. Can you see her? She's right there. And there she is. There's Tallulah. She's sitting on my little purse and she's sitting in my mess. See her? Okay. There, Lou. That's so good. She spies on me. She stares right there. She's like, she's got her eyes on me. She's super cute. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, she's so cute. I know that's her. She's just staring at me. She's like, oh, I'm going to stare at mommy. She likes it. I've got all paperwork and this is my desk, my paperwork desk. I have to admit, cigarette. It's very addictive. I used to smoke. I was a runner. I ate French fries and smoked and ran up mountains. I stopped again, pregnant with Jason, quit that. So I think I was 23 turning 24, quit that. Why do witches have cats? I think a lot of people have cats, and I don't know why witches have cats, except that they're really, really observant to everything that's going on. So it could be, yeah, she's staring at me here. We're good friends. She's waiting. She was watching out the window to see if anybody... Yeah, cats are very psychic. Dogs are psychic too, though. Dogs are lovely as well. And cats ward off demons. Yeah, totally. Maybe putting graphene, yes, in dispensary weed. They're doing all kinds of shit. Yeah, she's really cute, y'all. So, did we hear about Burning Man? I have to talk about something more sensible. Sorry, I'm late. Hold them. I just got home. Mom with dementia hates me. Oh, my God. Okay. Remember, when they have dementia, they don't take that personal. You have to really detach because they don't really know what they're doing. So, oh, how cute. Yeah, evil spirits don't like, wait, grow your own cats? No, I don't want to grow my own cat. Yes, witch cats are called familiars. Yes, they are. Burning Man got washed out, right? So isn't that interesting? Let's see, Aaron Karen, cocaine. Oh, I just didn't, I missed all of that. I can't even see it. Yeah, Burning Man, it's idiotic in my opinion too. And yeah, oh, headache again. And so, yeah, you don't want to do that. What I was going to say and I wanted to explain this. This is the last thing I'm going to say before, because I've got to run. I'm actually got to eat. Yeah, they protested it. First of all, stop protesting shit in the middle of the road. Like, get out of the way. Hi, Beth. Get out of the way. Aw, yeah, that's so cute. Okay, so I don't know what Burning Swamp. I had a lot of friends that went. I have a lot of friends that go. It's not something I want to do, but first of all, I don't want to be trapped with that many people. It would make me a bit crazy. And what I think they're doing with Burning Man, this is just my opinion. What I think they're doing with Burning Man before this Burning Man happened, where it got rained out, is I think they're getting people used to living in fake atmospheres, in costumes, with big loud noises like a video game, so that when you put your goggles on and they've rained it out, then you'll stay home with your goggles on and interact through that. That's what I think they're doing. That's honestly what I think they're doing. The other thing that I was going to say, you know, when people say, oh, they have to let you know before they do it. You know how they say that, right? Like, they have to let you know. It's universal law. The way that I look at it is, it's not universal law. What it is we have free will. So when they speak it to us, we have free will whether to follow it or to ignore it. Do we follow it or do we ignore it? You see what I mean? So that's what it is. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for that. Dementia, my dad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's really hard with dementia. They're out of their body somewhere else, and then the brain comes back here. And I also think sometimes people with dementia have other hosts come in and out because they're not, hi Lou, they're not in their actual right mind. Always one man dies at Burning Man. I know, always one, always this. But see, now they rained it out, so now they're going to say, here, put your glasses on. You know what I mean? Look at it through that. So when they say, they have to tell you, no, you have free will. Therefore, they tell you to see if you follow what they do. Do you rebel? Do you go against it? Do you do that? Do you do that? Or do you go against it because of your free will? Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what I feel that's what that is. Yes, discernment. So I feel it's more that. That's why they tell us, because we do have free will. So you can make a choice even against an authority to do something, right? You can, right? You can do that. So that's what I think it is. I think they're challenging our free will. That's kind of how I view it. Wait, what about karma? I don't really understand karma exactly, except to say that it's balance. So karma is balance. So I will say it from that perspective, that karma is balancing. So I feel it that the gods were angry. Yeah, I know. I got off the Klonopin on my own too. It's very hard to get over. Yeah, we definitely do have past lives. So order out of chaos. Exactly. I do not. Yeah, I don't consent anymore. Now I'm telling you all, should you have a death scene that isn't a murder investigation, go sit with your loved one and tell the police, I want to go sit with my loved one. I made a mistake listening to them and I'm, pissed off. Anyway, that's me. Let's see. Prayers for Jason M. He's been feeling, okay, I missed that. Jason, listen to me and hear me very clearly. I want you really to hear me, okay? I want you to hear me. Yeah, I do think it's a ritual too. Here's what I want you to hear, Jason M., wherever you just went. When you feel suicidal, anybody, not just you, okay, and that thought gets into your head, I want you to understand that that is an outside thought from an entity that is not you, okay? That is not you. That is a demon trying to convince you that you want to do that. It is considered in spiritual communities to be murder from demonic entities on the astral and or entities. But if they want you to commit suicide, then they're evil. Now, I'm going to tell you that, okay? I'm going to tell you they implant those thoughts in your head. So what I want you to do when you hear those thoughts in your head, however it comes through to you, is I want you to say, Jason M, wherever you are, okay? Wherever you are on here, I can't really see it. Here's what I want you to say. God loves me, and I'm staying here in the name of Jesus, amen. That is what I want you to say. And I'm going to tell you I understand what you're saying. I'm going to say this to you, honestly. Your higher self does not want you to take your own life. Your higher self does not want that. God does not want that. Nobody wants that for you. I don't care what you think people think. They do not want that for you. If they do want that for you, they are demonic, evil, and not of God. And therefore, they're trying to cajole you into taking action against yourself in order to make you do something that they enjoy. Not you, they. Okay, so there's that. I will tell you that when my stepson passed away and I heard the voices telling me to take my own life, I heard this. I locked myself in a closet in the bedroom and they kept telling me to do that. And I realized it wasn't my voice speaking, okay? So it's from outside of you. It is not you. You do not think that way. You think that that's your thoughts. We have not been taught as a society, okay? We've not been taught that people put thoughts in our head, people, entities on the astral level. So a lot of our thoughts aren't ours. Let me give you an example. I'm worthless. I'm useless. I'm a piece of shit. I'm no good. I'm a former drug addict. I'm a hoe. My family doesn't love me. My kids hate me. This hates me. That hates me. Those are their thoughts. They are not thoughts of God. And so while we're on this atmosphere, we really have to deflect and defend our peace in our mind. Nobody wants you to do that. So that is what that's about. So I want you to know that, Jason. It's not your thinking. It's not your thinking. God wants me here. God loves me. In the name of Jesus, amen. That's all you have to say. That's it. And they will fight you back and bad thoughts will come in. But the more you say that and push them away, okay, push them away, then they won't come back because they'll know they can't fuck with you. It's like a bully in the schoolyard. So it's an entity that cannot do what you do, Jason. They cannot breathe. They cannot walk. They cannot create. They cannot put a beautiful big smile on their face. They cannot feel pain. They have no feelings, and therefore they don't exist except through your uncomfortableness on this earth. So the only reason that they exist is because they can trigger you into feeling depressed, sad, suicidal, horrible. Nah, those are not your thoughts. I guarantee you they're not your thoughts. They are not your thoughts. Period. I promise you that. You just got to trust me. So for the next week, I want you to try that prayer. Then I want you to come back in 3 days because I'll probably come back on here in 3 days. And I want you to tell us all if you feel better, if you don't feel better. I also want you to go out and walk 20 minutes a day outside the front door, back in. Before you make any decisions about what you're going to do with your life, just take 20 minutes and walk. That's it. 20 minutes and walk. That's it. Just 20 minutes. Walk to the post office, walk to the grocery store, walk to get a soda, walk to do anything. That's all I want you to do. 20 minutes. And then the next day, 25 minutes. And then the next day, 30 minutes. And then I want you to come back on here and talk to us. I want you to tell us how you improve. I want you to teach other people. You can teach other people, Jason. So come back on and teach us what you learned from doing that. That's what I want you to do. I feel like you can do this. I feel like you're a teacher and I feel like that's what you're learning right now. So I would like you to do that. Just try it. The bad thoughts will be there. I still wake up and I look in the mirror and go, you're old, you're ugly, you're stupid, you have a fat ass. You know, that's my go-to insult for myself. I do it all the time. We wake up like this. But then the other side, I say to myself, God loves you. You're supposed to be here in the name of Jesus. Amen. And I tell myself, if you're here, they're here, he's here, she's here, you can be here. That's what I say to myself. That's what I say. So that's what I want you to say. And I make sure to exercise every single day. 20 minutes. Put headphones on and walk around the block. Listen to a book on tape. Do anything. 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 Just do it. Just do it. I know you can do it. So I would like you to come back and tell us how you feel in 3 days and then in a week. So promise me you'll do that, because we're going to wait to hear from you. So I want you to pop back. That's my wish for you, Jason. That is in the Bay City Rollers. Yeah, I want Jason to come back and tell us what he hears, if he hears better. That's what I want him to do, because they are on the astral level. People don't know that. When people say they're schizophrenic and they hear voices, besides if they're on meth, because that opens the doorway. But when people say they're schizophrenic, it's because they can't shut the doorway and they can hear it constantly. Those entities that don't actually exist except through us, they mask themselves through us. When they mask themselves through us, and here's something I just got for Jason, wherever he is on here. This is just what I'm getting. Jason, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I'm just going to throw it out here because I just heard to tell you this. So there's a childhood issue where you need to reparent yourself. This is going to sound really weird. I hate oatmeal and I would never advise anybody to eat it, but I'm getting that you need to eat oatmeal. Weird thing. I think that has something to do with your brain and the carbohydrates. I also get that you have to reparent yourself because nobody parented you. And that's what your problem is, because you don't understand actually that what you're experiencing is normal for you in the environment you grew up with. So just take that, leave it, whatever. And oatmeal, I just heard. Tell him to eat oatmeal. So I'm like, okay, I will tell you that. That's what I will say. I will tell you that. So there you go. That's what I will say. That's all I can say. So hopefully you'll come back and tell us. I eat oatmeal. I don't touch oatmeal because it does not do my body good. I gain weight when I do it. But anyway, my fiance's, my Jason's name is Jason. You know that, my Jason. And then there's your fiance, So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. So a lot of the time that we spend seeing these people talk to us and tell us certain things, it's hidden in plain sight because we have free will and we can, even if ghosts talk to you, honey, if ghosts talk to you, it's outside of yourself. Human beings do not take their own lives. Those are thoughts from the deviant mindset that reside just outside this energy field that need our sadness, sorrow, and pain, and depression, and drug addiction, and alcoholism, and to break up the family in order to survive. That's what they need. We don't need that. That's not natural to us. So there's that. All right, you guys. So Jason, come back. Jazz, I once saw. It was definitely not nice. Yeah, okay, really quick, because I literally have to eat because I just got a headache there, y'all. It hits me. It's like, ooh, food. Shadow people. Shadow people can be, several different things. Here's what I understand from shadow people. Shadow people can be people who are remote viewing that come through the veil and are actually watching you, okay? Shadow people. Shadow people can be governmental officials or entities on the astral level spying. And then there's groups of shadow people that congregate in order to mess with different people. So my understanding of them is they basically come through the astral level, and more often than not, thank you for that, and more often than not come from elements of our own government through the veil. So that's what I feel. That's what I feel with that. Yeah, we are being watched. We're on the mic every time. Every time you ask for something out loud, we're on the mic. They can hear it, so they will fuck with us. So the way that I pray now is I ask God, good for you. I ask God to bring to me what he needs me to have to do the work that he needs me to do. That's what I do. I don't say I want money, I want this, I want blah, 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 whatever. That's not what I do. I don't reveal. I ask God to bring what he needs for me in order for me to do what I need to do on earth. That's what I do. That's the only thing I do. There you go. That's what I do. So there's that. All right, you guys, peace out. Yes, what he wills me to do. Exactly. That's what I do. Good night, everybody. Bye, Bobby. Bye, Nola. Bye, you guys. Bye.